Yeah, obviously, again, we're trying to build that momentum to get the two back-to-back wins. And I think right now, that's been the part for our team growth is, again, it's a game of possessions, and we need to, keep developing so that we're building some leads and not coming, having to scratch back. But give credit to UMass, they played a great game today, and it's always what we talk about is how do you respond. And we've got to be ready for a tough, Duquesne team on the road on Wednesday, and keep pushing so that we're playing really good basketball in March.
Two different stretches during the game, you held them without a point for 5 minutes. There at the end, they went without a field goal for almost 6 minutes. 5 minutes scoreless until they hit those 2 free throws down with about a minute left. It seemed like defensively you executed pretty well today.
Yeah, I thought, defensively we were doing what we wanted. Our biggest piece is, when we are holding teams is that we got to go down and score. And I think that's probably the biggest lessons that we're going to learn from the film is we just had too many empty possessions during that stretch where we weren't making baskets or making the decisions that we wanted to, and unfortunately that just kept the game tight. And where if we had gone from defense to offense and scored, I think we would have put ourselves in a better position.
Some of those possessions, like, how do you keep the team engaged? Obviously, they're still playing a hard defense, but when shots aren't falling, what do you do to kind of make sure that the team keeps their head up and keeps fighting?
We talk a lot about winning plays, and it's a deflection, it's an offensive rebound, it's getting to the foul line or setting a great screen. And especially when we have a team like with us right now, we're just struggling a little bit to put the ball in the basket. Every possession matters. So winning plays aren't necessarily, banging a big three. It's setting a great screen. It's an offensive rebound. It's talking. And that's the part that we've got to continue to build.
Now, Val and Zoli have obviously taken on a lot bigger roles this year. And, Zoli had a great game earlier this week up at GW, had a career high. Val has had moments again today. She led the team in scoring. How do you, get players that are developing in roles to kind of start being consistent in that?
Yeah, I think that's one of our biggest things right now is I think we're really consistent on the defensive side. But how do we continue to get that scoring where, Grace, Val, and Zoli are having big games. As we know, teams are really targeting Mary and trying to take her out. It's great to have Jen back. Her first game back, coming back from injury. Her getting her touch back and gives us another, size and ability to score on the inside. And we need to, keep pushing that so that we are being more consistent on the offensive side.
With Duquesne coming up, you obviously beat them at home earlier this year, but they're a good team. What sticks out to you about them, and what do you have to look forward to this week?
Yeah, again, it'll be handling their pressure. We know that they're gonna run and jump and trap, and I thought there were times today that we took advantage of the UMass's trapping and got scores, and other times, they turned us over. So we've got to make sure that that we are ready to handle that pressure. And then obviously one of the best guards in the conference is Megan McConnell. She's, I think, if not number one in steals in the country. We've got to make sure we don't let her get out and get some easy baskets, and that we do a really good job on her because she is such a prolific scorer.
Thank you.
Thank you.